Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and today we're making from freezer to fantastic frozen chicken into the most luscious, beautiful air-fried chicken for a quick weeknight dinner in no time flat. And this dish was made from a frozen chicken cooked in a miracle of an oven, the Toshiba 4-in-1 oven. It's a microwave, so it's going to defrost my chicken really fast. But it's also a convection oven, and it's also an air fry oven. It's a smart oven. I like to buy my chickens when they're on sale. You can get them so inexpensive on sale days. So that's when you get it and you pop it in your freezer. And as long as you have a chicken in your freezer, you've got a meal for a family in no time. The ingredients for this dish are a frozen chicken, and then we have the spices. This is a simple recipe with salt, paprika, fresh sage, and butter. But I'm not going to give you a ticket if you just go to your spice cabinet and you grab the things you want on your chicken. Whatever's to your liking, no ticket today for me. Just make it easy for yourself. If it's a weeknight, you've got to cook that dinner fast for those kids, and you may not have thought about what you're doing for dinner. That's what's so beautiful about this Toshiba 4-in-1 oven. It does everything. This recipe is one where you do not need to go to the store. You have enough. Even if it's just the salt and the butter or olive oil, you're fine. But the reason I use fresh sage is it reminds me of Thanksgiving or a Christmas dinner. It's often used on turkeys. It's that main flavor of a Thanksgiving turkey, but you're making it with an inexpensive chicken that I hope you bought on sale to make this gorgeous dish. So let's get this chicken defrosted. So put it on a plate right out of the bag. This chicken is so frozen. It even has a packaging part stuck to it. Well, it's got to get microwaved. So in she goes on a plate. And now, the controls are easy and intuitive to work on my Toshiba 4-in-1 oven. I'm going to press auto defrost. On here it says cook, DEF for defrost, and auto. I'm going to keep pressing it to DEF2 because that's the setting for poultry. The instruction manual is great for easy instructions as you get to know your oven. After you get to DEF2, which is for poultry, I'm going to press the weight. It's a 5-pound chicken. I'm going to start it. It'll take 40 minutes for that 5-pound chicken to defrost. While this is cooking, I want to soften my butter to make the rub that's going to go on that chicken. And into a bowl, I put 1 cube of butter, which is half a cup of butter, and I'm going to interrupt the oven. Check out this feature. I can open it. I'm going to check on my bag. It's still stuck on there. In goes my butter. Off to the side. I'm closing the door and I'm starting it. It's going to go on right where it left off. I'm going to leave it in the microwave with that chicken because it's going to make that butter room temperature soft. It's going to take about 2 minutes. I'm eyeballing it. And looking through it, I see it's melting. I touch it. Oh yeah, that's room temperature. Close her up. Start her up again. So for the rub on the chicken, I want 1 tablespoon of salt. This is kosher salt. I want 1 tablespoon of ground paprika and 2 tablespoons of finely chopped sage. There's 1 and there's 2. And with a fork, you're just going to blend it all up together. So all of that is blended well with the butter that we're going to put on top of this chicken. This is a great way to baste your chicken while it's cooking. I like to add the extra butter. It's been 10 minutes. I'm checking it. It's time to take that paper off. Out. Continue. Now I want to get that chicken off that plate and take a look at it. It has the water from the packaging on this plate. I don't want that in there anymore. Out, I'm taking it. And down the drain. And I'm checking it for frozenness. It's still frozen. I know this chicken came with giblets in it. I can feel them. It's got to keep defrosting. Back in it goes. And on. This Toshiba 4-in-1 oven remembered where it was at in the defrost cycle. It's so easy to operate. While that little hand is defrosting, let me show you my air-fried fries. I put some non-stick cooking spray on the grill tray I'm going to use for the air fry feature. I put some frozen French fries right on the rack for air frying. They give you that with it. Well, I kind of went overboard and I sprayed some corn oil right on my French fries. I had this little sprayer. I like them extra crispy. And then I like spicy French fries. So for that, I took 1 teaspoon salt, half a teaspoon paprika, and 1/8 teaspoon cayenne pepper. Then I took a fork and I mixed it all up. Then I sprinkled it all over those French fries. I made one big serving just for me. And in this great instruction manual, it even says for French fries, there's an automatic setting I can use. That's great. And that's just what I did. Then I popped it into my Toshiba 4-in-1. I hit the air fry function at 425. And for one portion, it's only 8 minutes of air frying. And presto, here are my air fried French fries. Don't they look delicious? Oh, let me cut one up for you. Crispy on the outside and fluffy in the center. The perfect French fry. And I like how the little ones are extra crunchy. Those are always fun too. This Toshiba 4-in-1 countertop oven is perfect for every kitchen anywhere. It does everything. It can absolutely cook everything. So we're showing all the dishes. Look at all these beautiful dishes it can cook. It can microwave. It can do all functions that a microwave can do. It can air fry, it can convection bake, and it can do a combination cooking of microwave plus convection, and all on a countertop where it saves space. It has all the convenience features on its well-lit LED smart display. You can have one-touch popcorn, there's a memory function, there's speedy cooking, a multi-stage cooking, clock, a kitchen timer. It has a mute function in case you don't want to hear the beeps. And how you use that is if you want to mute the buzzer of the microwave, you just press and hold the button 8 on the keypad for 3 to 5 seconds, and the buzzer is automatically switched off after a long beep. I love that feature, especially if the baby is sleeping. And speaking of the buzzer, our chicken is now fully defrosted. Let me show you the great job it did of defrosting it. There is no overcooked ends of the chicken legs, which typically happens when you defrost a chicken in a microwave. This is perfectly defrosted without having scorched ends. I need to go hunting for the giblets in there. Oh yeah, that's for the kitty. And what else do we have in there? Oh yeah, liver and a gizzard. For Meow Meow. It always makes me happy to get the giblets out for my cat, because my cat Meow Meow just loves them. So you want your chicken skin dry so the butter will stick to it. So I pat it with a paper towel. And get 1 teaspoon of salt and put that on your fingers in front of the cavity of the chicken, and then rub it around on the inside of the chicken. The extra salt makes the flavor better of your chicken. And now it's time to grease up your hen. Mush up that butter with all the seasonings all over her. I put extra on top, and then I go down to the legs, and I'm very generous with how I'm slathering her up. I use all of it. This will give her such a beautiful flavor. And her wings get a little rubbed down too. And I'm gonna tie her up with some string. And I do a very simple method. It doesn't take much at all. I crisscrossed over the center, and now I'm just tying the legs up with a knot below and a knot above. And give it a snip. And for this recipe, I want to catch the drippings to make a gravy. So I'm putting a bowl on the bottom, then the rack on top, and my hen right over the bowl. Oh yeah, she's ready to get cooked. So I'm going to auto bake roast AB2 for a whole chicken. And I'm going to press 5 for 5 pounds, and I press the number 1 button and start. It knows to cook my chicken at 375 degrees. The air fry feature on this high temperature is what's going to make the skin crispy. It's cooking at a full 1000 watts. Done. Oh yeah, look at that. Time to take it out. Oh, it smells so good. And for the gravy, I put 2 tablespoons of flour in a cup, and I'm going to add 1 cup of water and stir it up. And then all of the beautiful chicken juice gets put into a skillet. Get all those little chunks, that's really yummy. And stir the chicken juice around that came off that chicken, and you're gonna add your cup of flour water in it. And this is on high because I'm watching it, I'm babysitting it, so it doesn't overcook. And what's happening is that gravy is thickening very fast. So it's gonna get really thick, and it's gonna cook. That flour is cooking in all that grease. And after it's really thick, I add in 1 more cup of water. And that's going to thin it down after that flour had cooked up and made that roux. Keep whisking. And after it boils again, bring it up to another boil, stir it, and heat off. And it's time for the taste. You got to be careful, it's hot. Oh, it's delicious. If you want to add more salt, you may. But this is really good. Just like this from all that butter that came off that chicken. Yum. Oh, and I'm putting on a few pieces of sage that I fried up in oil on top. Isn't that pretty? Yum. And sage in a dressing too. From freezer to fantastic, all with your Toshiba 4-in-1 oven. Look at how beautiful that chicken is. I had to put some sage on top and sage in that gravy. The color is golden, and you can just tell by looking at the skin how crispy that's going to be. This is one winning weeknight recipe for your family or a country Sunday dinner. Let's see how it tastes. I'm cutting off the string. A little snip, snip. Let me cut into that breast. Look at all that juice in there. How perfectly cooked it is. This is going to be my slice. Oh yeah. Look at that beautiful meat inside. There is something so satisfying by cooking a chicken. The whole house smells delicious. Everybody is just ready to eat when it comes out of the oven. And now with Toshiba's 4-in-1 oven, there is no excuse. Not a small kitchen, not a small countertop. There is no excuse not to make a beautiful dish like this for yourself and your family. And I don't know about you, but I like a lot of gravy on my chicken. Time for the bite with extra gravy. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely outrageously fantastic. This is model MLEC42P-SS. When you order your Toshiba 4-in-1 microwave oven, it comes right to your door. I put the box right on my kitchen counter. Here are all sides of the box. I opened the box and I went through layer by layer. The first layer was the booklets on how to use and the care of it. It even came with a cookbook. Look at all those recipes. I flipped through it fast. Yum. The 4-in-1 oven was nestled really well in the packaging so it wouldn't get damaged during shipping. And here is the Toshiba 4-in-1 oven right on my counter. It's made with stainless steel with a glass front. What a beautiful design for any kitchen. Here's a side of it, and what is on the left is the fan. Now here's the back. We see the quality construction and the electrical cord on the left. It's a high quality electrical cord designed for power with a 3-prong connection. Here is a display with all the options for cooking. We can see the power settings here. It has 10 power settings. It is truly meant to cook in many different ways. The Toshiba brand has a long history of high-quality microwaves and cooking ovens. I've opened the oven door so you can see how the other things are packed inside. They took great care in the design of their packaging and shipping. I took everything out to get a close-up of the stainless steel design of the interior of the oven. And inside the microwave, I found a round plate. That was the carousel that sat on the rubber wheel, so it turns inside the microwave. The glass turntable is a full 13.6 inches. That means you can put in a large 12-inch pizza to cook in the air fryer. It's made for large servings. I put the bottom of the carousel in the slots provided and then put the glass plate on top. And on top of that, you get a rack for cooking. This is a short rack. You also get an air fry basket that goes on top, and you also have the tall rack. And I put the air fry basket on top of that as well, so you can get an idea of the space inside. This is a great shot to see how large that oven is inside. It's 1.5 cubic feet, made to cook big dinners for your family. So here is your Toshiba 4-in-1 oven with the air basket, the short rack, and the tall rack, all laid out on my counter. It is great it comes with these accessories. You're all set up when you receive your oven to start cooking right away. And the heavy-duty electrical cord has 3 prongs for 120 volts power outlet in all of North America. Plug it in and power's on. You're ready to cook with those 10 power settings and all of the features From the presets to the manual, cook any way you like. It's easy to use this control panel. It's a miracle oven. The link is in the description box. I'm Rebecca Brown. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And today's recipe is freezer to fantastic chicken in record time with Toshiba's 4-in-1 oven. I'm gonna get back to lunch now. This little mousie wants to keep eating. If you like this video, here's some more of my recipes right over there. Just click.